Okay, quick recap before we get back into it. So our teenagers who are from New Horizons High had to deal with a bully for the first time. That was real cool. Kay beat the fill in the blank out of him, made him run off crying, and yeah, she was pretty cool about it. She said, double down twice, type of stuff, and you got to do that, apparently, from what Lexxi says. Um, then they started learning about some of the history of the school and of the people in the school. They did a project in the yearbook club and learned more about the people in the school and a situation that happened about a student running away from the teacher or from the principal. Um, they also started to make amends with the janitor. I say that as in Logan started making amends with the janitor. And Lexxi and Logan then confronted Milo and told him that they are not friends and that they did not specifically like him, but they were very suspicious of him. And Milo was like, huh? And then, yeah, we moved on from there. And then we had a school assembly. Milo and the yearbook people, this is my notes, the yearbook people dedicated the yearbook to Mrs. Smith, who has been there for many, many years. And yeah, so that's what happened last episode. Can't wait to hear what you guys say about this episode. What's going on? Welcome back to Over the Horizon. I'm Justin. I am your DM for this week, and we've got our people back. We're back at school at New Horizons High, and we have Jasmine joining us again. She is hopefully this time not going to be taken out by a fire.
No,
Or
it's okay. No fires, no flooding. I've already pre-cooked everything. The oven's off. No hair dryers
so
plugged in. We're good.
fingers crossed that she won't have to leave us this time. But she
We're
is going to
good. We're
be
good.
my map, hopefully this time. And yeah, so I'll let the others introduce themselves, starting with Kay over there.
Hello, I am playing Lexi Garcia, and my least favorite sense is probably sight because people be dumb and she doesn't want to see that shit.
All right, go ahead, Jeff.
I'm playing Logan Sinclair, and I think my least favorite sense is probably my sense of smell. I think that I just there's too many things going on in a lot of different places, and I just don't I just don't want to smell all that. So I try to just avoid strong smells of any kind.
Especially in a school.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Cody.
I'm playing Mathias Grave Warden. Probably my least favorite smell would be. I want to say my hearing, because as I stated, there's a lot of things going on. Don't want to hear all the bull.
I love that. So when we last left everybody, the three of you got called into the principal's office after having an assembly, and that is where we are going to pick up when Jasmine shares her screen, and so that people can see it. That was not slight, I promise.
Hey, so when you start the
Oh yeah,
session, I'd
no, it's
love to
actually
hear.
my fault. I gotta start the session there. Session should be started
Mhm.
now. Yay! Go team. So we're down at the bottom, very bottom right now. There you go. So, you guys have been brought in. I took the liberty, like I said, to bring you guys into the principal's office. And when you guys all join Principal Myers there, you notice that Kevin is currently sitting on the couch with his feet back, and he's got an ice pack on his nose. It looks like he's been crying. And Principal Myers goes, "This is the second day in the row. What are we doing?"
Well, we were just doing the assembly, and now we're here. So that's what we're doing.
Really? Lip? Really? Right now? In the middle of this whole situation? From my
You,
understanding, you
you,
were the reason
you
that we're
asked a
all
question.
here.
Why? What did I do?
Well, from what Kevin said, that you punched him in the face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally forgot about that. Yeah,
Forgot about.
you deserved it.
That's wild. Okay, well, you know what? Go ahead, tell me your side of the story. What was going on that you had to punch him?
Okay, well, Kevin was talking to Matthias and not in a nice way and calling him names and then calling Logan names and then calling me names. And then so I went up to him and I said, essentially, for him to say that to my face. And then he doubled down. So I also doubled down in his face.
I think he tripped. I think he just slipped and fell in the dirt out there. There's like a pothole or something, and just slipped and fell. That's the way I saw it.
To be honest with you, I don't think I seen anything. I was just walking to school. In school.
I'm glad that the three of you find this humorous, and I'm also glad that the three of you are finally becoming friends, because, man, this took a while, but I'm not gonna. You will have detention tonight. You know, you're gonna have to go through that again. Look, you roll your eyes. It's not my fault. You guys keep messing up. You know the rules of the school. Let's follow the rules of the school. You can't punch people.
I got things to do, okay? I can't just be sitting in detention all the time.
I
Um,
understand, but
Also, okay, so what does Kevin get? Because Kevin was the one that was bullying, and I stopped that. So,
Can't just run your mouth.
yeah, you can't just run your mouth. You can't just call people names. And I gave
well,
him a chance to correct himself. He did not.
well,
So, what does he get? What does
Kevin
Kevin
will
get?
have detention on a different day than you guys, because I can't trust that you guys and Kevin can be in the same room together.
Also, why am I getting detention? I legitimately was just standing there.
Okay, smart Alec, go to class or go to lunch. I think that's where we're at. Go to lunch. And he's gonna send you guys out. If you want to drag your characters to wherever you think you would sit during the lunch. Actually, we're gonna just fast forward through lunch. I didn't really think about it, but so you have a couple options for third period. You can do gym, which is right here up in the top of the bottom floor. It's next to the gym, so you can go to PE class. You can go to where is Miss? Where'd she go? I'm looking for Miss there she is. You can go to science, you can go to PE, or you can go to history, which some of you guys have already went to history. So in the time that we've been here, not today, but yesterday. So any of the top three rooms, you're more than welcome to go to, and I'll let you place yourselves. Top of the first floor. Thank you, Jasmine. All right, so Matthias. Yep. Where would Logan end up? Okay. We'll start with social studies with Coach Wallace. I think I remember his voice. So he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna start by saying, good afternoon, class. I hope lunch was great. Today we're gonna talk about the history of the Civil War, and he's gonna go on his long spiel. And at some point, luckily for you, Matthias, our lovely friend here, he's coming. He's a little late to class. At some point, our lovely friend Kevin will do a spitball at you, and he will hit you with that spitball. What say you?
Mm. Let me look at my let me look at my spell list.
Oh dear.
No. I'm legitimately just going to ignore him,
Okay.
like the peon that he is.
Him and his buddies, his little goon squad, are gonna start laughing because he nailed you with a spitball, and that's funny to them. And Coach Wallace isn't gonna really say much. He's still focused on the fact that the Civil War happened, and you know, the reasons behind it. Did I say Civil War? And the first time, I do not remember. I think that's what I said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And he'll go on and on and on. And then eventually, what will happen is Kevin will then raise his hand and he will say, Coach Wallace, I have a question. Coach Wallace will say, yes, what's up, Kevin? Also, by the way, great job at the game the other day. I heard you guys won pretty handily. You and Milo, you know, dynamic duo right there. But anyways, yeah, what's your question? And Kevin will say, yeah, Mathias keeps looking at me weirdly. And the class will kind of go silent, and Coach Wallace will kind of slowly look over to you, Mathias. Mathias, what is
Mathias is sitting there with his face buried in a book, with a pile of books, with his bag between him and the Dippy over there, trying to watch the language, and just ignoring everybody.
Coach Wallace will call you out and say, Mathias, you should really focus on your own self. You're on the other side of the room. You're causing a distraction. Kevin's just trying to learn.
Understand that you have a preference to the preppy type for the sports players, but could we cut out the what's the word I'm looking for?
Favoritism?
Could we stop with the favoritism and actually figure out what the heck's going on?
Oh man, I've had kids like you before, and I'm you know, I'm getting old. I should start the process of retirement. Kevin, Mathias, you guys are in high school. Figure yourselves out. And he'll go back to his teaching, and again, Kevin and his goon squad are gonna giggle and laugh, and you know, look at you and hopefully make you feel a certain way in the way that a bully would. Let's jump over to PE/health class. You didn't realize you were joining a health class, did you? So the class starts, you hear the bell ring, and Coach K stands up and says, all right, class, today we are talking about STDs. I know that it's an uncomfortable subject, but we have to talk about it. And she will then pull out these big, almost cardboard-like pictures of different types of STDs and put them up on the board. And she will say, each of you are going to choose an STD, and you're going to work on figuring out what this STD is, and then you will report out to the group. So if you guys would like to pair up, you are more than welcome to, or you can work alone. That is your choice. What do you guys do?
I kind of just try to make eye contact with Lexxi maybe and be like,
Lexi is gonna take a look at Bree, who's sitting next to her, and then back at Logan, and she's gonna think about it for a second and be like, eh, and walk over to go sit next to Logan.
Bree will kind of give you the look of like, what you doing there, friend? But then look over and see the aptly named cheerleader, and she will join cheerleader at her table. And then the other two in the class, they join up. So, what I'm gonna have you guys do, and you are probably gonna hate me for this, but you can make one up, or you can, or you can
Oh,
look one up.
no.
But you're gonna report out about a quick report about it. And that will factor into what happens the rest of class. So,
What are you doing to us right now?
sorry, the health teacher in me can't help it. So you guys are doing your report, doing your thing, and as you're doing your thing, we'll jump back over. If you guys want to just like type out just real fast, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just it's a sexually transmitted disease, and go on from there is fine. But
I got you.
all right.
I got you, Jeff.
So in the other room, you hear a knock at the door. Coach looks at the door and says, "Oh, come on in." And the janitor pokes his head in and says, "Hey, I heard you needed something. What was it? Oh yeah, my trash bin's getting a little full. I need you to take it out. I'm surprised that it didn't get taken out last night, but whatever." And the janitor will pop his head in, and he'll look around the room and see Mathias, and kind of just kind of give you like a one of those like head nods in like solidarity. I don't know why he would, but in solidarity, as he's like doing that stuff. Do you do anything back?
I just give him the gentleman nod back.
Okay. He is going to get his trash, and then he is going to turn to Coach Wallace and say, "Actually, Coach, I have a quick question. Are you in the middle of like anything crazy, or can I steal Mathias real fast?" And Coach Wallace will say, "No, Mathias is being a troublemaker anyways. Take him. Go ahead." And what do you do, Mathias, other than punch a teacher?
I'm gonna hurl a desk across the room. No, not that psychotic. I'm going to stare at the teacher, completely deadpanned, as I'm packing my books into my backpack. And as I walk out, I'm gonna continue to stare him down until I turn to walk out the door.
Okay. You and the janitor head down the hall, and you head to the janitor's closet. I'm gonna just drag you real fast there and just move you like that. Well, might help if I stop clicking things. Oh, there you go. And he's gonna, as you guys are walking down the hallway, he's gonna be talking to you, and he's gonna say, "Hey, Mathias, how you doing?" We'll role play that. So, "Hey, Mathias, how you doing?"
You got me out of a class with a teacher I hate, so it was better now than then.
Oh, I get that for sure. It's always a bonus to have those helpful people in your life. I wanted to actually ask you a question as you guys are having this conversation. You guys finally get to his janitor closet, and he's like, "I want to ask you a question about somebody I've been seeing you hang out with, Logan, right? That's his name."
Yeah, we've been going to class together. Somehow we keep getting called to the office together.
Oh, well, Principal Myers will do that. He is kind of a stickler when it comes to the rules.
Well, grandmother always said that the man's a imbecile.
Yeah. Well, your reputation will precede you, Codie, I'm going to have you roll a perception.
Mm-mm.
Or would it be... Hang on. Is it perception I want you to roll? We'll keep it at perception because you rolled. It's all right.
All right.
You look into his janitor's room. Oh, there goes the hook.
All right, I have to do this.
You look into his room, and you see the typical stuff. You see, you see the stuff of mops and buckets and paper towels and all the stuff that you typically see. And you see like there are a couple things that you're like, wow, that's an odd thing to add to that classroom or to the janitor's room. but you know, you don't really think much of it. You just kind of are looking at a janitor closet, basically. And he continues his conversation as he's putting away the trash and getting ready to bring a bag back. He says, "Well, you know, Logan, one day he was like super rude to me, and the next he was like helping me. I'm a little like I'm getting a little whiplash here. I don't know how to handle this kid. I know that he's got some stuff, but I just, you know, I like to be friendly with all of you guys."
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why you're asking me. To be honest with you, but the only thing I could probably tell you from advice from a high schooler would be just don't judge him and give him a chance.
Okay. Well, that's good advice. I just wasn't sure because I know, like I said, I've seen you guys hanging out, and even if it's in classes, maybe you knew a little something about him. But you know,
I
prob-
mean, Logan's not a bad kid.
well, that's good. That's good to know. And he's gonna
I mean,
usher. Oh, go ahead.
he said he's better than Kevin and the teacher's pet Milo.
That's fair. That's super fair. And he's gonna usher you back to class and have you go back to, you know, your favorite class in the world, and he'll fix the trash, and then he'll be on his way. I thought you were about to run. um, so we'll jump back to our health class. Coach K will stand up again and say, "Okay, that's the time. Who would like to report out first?" She notices nobody raises their hand, and she says, "Logan and Lexxi, why don't you guys report first?"
Okay. And she's going to stand up and kind of like dust some like chip crumbs off of her. All right. So we were taking a look at HPV, which is human papillomavirus. Yes,
Very
that
good.
word.
Very good, yes.
Thank you. It is the most commonly sexually transmitted infection. Did you know you can get like genital warts from it? Gross. Some people have it, some people don't. And you know what? This is like a fun fact, but a lot of people go through their lives without knowing that they have it because sometimes it can stay dormant in their bodies. So you actually don't know when you're going to get it. Isn't that messed up? Anyways. Yeah.
Very well. Logan, do you have anything to add?
I mean, she like said most everything, but like there's like a shot you can get that, you know, the vaccine or whatever that keep you from getting it. So probably get that. So it's a good thing. So you don't like die
Good.
or
Good.
other things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's very well done, both of you. As DM, I'm gonna have you both roll a D4 for me.
Okay. Okay. Just a random D4.
Yep.
2.
Roll to everyone. 3.
Okay. So for some reason, she really appreciated that Logan had good input about the shot, and she gave Logan a 3, and she gave Lexi a 2. I don't make the rules.
She knows I did all the work.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Whoa.
messed up.
So the rest of class basically consists of the other groups going and sharing out and doing their thing, and eventually the bell will ring, and I am gonna have all of you head over to science for your final period of the day. Does anybody do anything in the hallway before the bell?
Other than just chatting with Bree, no.
Can I like push Kevin down the stairs for something so I can actually have a reason to get detention?
Technically, we're on the first floor.
Nah, okay, never mind then.
You could push him up the stairs,
You
like
could
as he's
push
walking
him up
up.
the
You could just
stairs. You just like.
I'm gonna
right
trip
here.
the shit out of Kevin as he walks by me, then I'm gonna walk in the room.
Roll a. I would assume that would be like a. I don't even know, like just a. What's that called? I'm blanking.
Athletics.
like sleight of hand. Yeah.
Athletic or sleight of hand. I mean, it could be either.
Are you
Acrobatics.
trying to be?
Acrobatic.
Are you trying to be stealthy about it? Are you trying to like
No.
hide that you're doing it? No. Let's go with
No.
athletics then.
Oh, this is awful.
Oh, he trips himself.
Oh no.
Oh, never mind. He's fine.
that's.
Nice.
Is that a natural 20?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's a natural 20 minus
Natural
1.
20, but you got a -1. Okay, so but he still gets a nat 20.
Oh yeah.
So
All right. So
there you go.
he walks out of that room and he's got his goon squad with him. And as soon as you trip it, or as soon as you like put your foot out, he is locked on. His foot is like you couldn't hook it any better, and he falls flat on his face. His broken nose bleeding again.
Oh god.
And his goon squad starts laughing at him. Like they don't even realize that you tripped him. They are laughing at him. So Kevin is now crying on the floor. And
Can I peek my head out?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna snap a picture. And then go back. And then I'm gonna text it to Bree and like everyone I know.
Bree will respond
And,
with
like, everyone
laughing
I
crying
know.
face emoji about 6 times. So you guys all do you guys get to class and nothing crazy happens in this class other than, Kevin, who was supposed to be in this class getting taken to the nurse's office. And that's pretty much it. The classes, it goes normal. You learn about some sort of the mitochondria being the powerhouse of the cell and all that stuff. And yeah, anything that you guys would like to do during class? Because now you're all in one room.
I'm
forgot
going
to
to
add somebody.
ask. I'm gonna ask Lexxi how her part of our project is coming along.
Yeah. It's coming along pretty good. I mean, I annotated some things in the book. So I don't know if we could use it, but I mean, I had fun color coding.
I'm just happy someone else read the book. Usually it's just me.
Oh, yeah. It actually isn't that bad. Yeah, it actually isn't that bad. So,
I'll have to get a hold of Logan later.
oh, yeah.
I would like to attempt to tear a page out of my sketchbook and write a little note that says, want to skip detention, and like fold it up and then like try to pass it up to Mathias and Lexxi. Whoever's closest to me.
Let's go ahead and have you roll a sleight of hand for that,
Love that.
for the passing part.
Hi,
That's
not for nothing or to whatever. Would that not be stealth?
Well, I thought that after I said it of like it might have been stealth depending on how you wanted to pass it. So I'll ask a clarifying question. If you want to use that roll, you can. Are you like trying to hand it to him, or are you like tossing without being caught?
I'm trying to slip it to him without anyone seeing it.
Okay. I would say that's probably sleight of hand then. You're probably trying
All
to
right.
just
Solid 15 on that
15.
one.
Okay. You make the transition. It passes on. Miss Az is none the wiser.
I'm just gonna watch and look. Matthias has got it. I'm just gonna look to see if there's some sort of reaction or
I'm going
indication.
to open the note. I don't know why I'm doing this. And
I will open the note.
I will open the note.
Very good.
Very good. I'm going to open the note, and I'm going to see that he wants to skip detention. And I'm going to, because where Lexi's right in front of me, I'm going to just kind of slip it over next to her, where she, notices it. And I just give a thumbs up.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand for you passing it on.
Oh, so good.
Nice.
Yeah. It works.
I'm going to take the note and I'll be like, just say to myself, like, oh my God, this is so old school. And I'm going to shove the note in my bag and then just turn around and I'll be like, okay, and turn back around.
Above table question. Do you guys see the other people in the room? Are you seeing that there are 3 other people, or are you just seeing cheerleader?
3 other
No,
people.
I see that 3 other people.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
That's my bad because I have not moved my other screen up yet. That's on me.
Okay. I was a little I was like, oh no, like maybe they wanted to add something, but okay. Milo is there, and he is trying to be respectful. He is actively paying attention to Miss Az. He will he will occasionally make a comment to cheerleader, and occasionally we'll look over in your guys' direction to see if he can catch your guys' eyes. Are any of you guys looking towards him at all?
I'm always trying to pay attention to what's going on. So if someone's looking at me and like I'm trying to know what's going on.
Why don't Jeff, you roll a d4, I'm gonna roll a d4, and if our number matches, we catch each other's eye.
Oh, okay. How does one do that? Okay, yes. Okay, here we go. Got it. And I got a 2.
Throughout class, you guys are, doing your thing. Logan is doing his typical scan, and eventually Milo will turn around and you guys will make direct eye contact. And Milo will just kind of like do a quick wave at you and just kind of get a vibe check on Logan.
Is there anything that I can perceive about him? Does he look nervous? Does he look like he's planning something?
Why don't you roll a perception or investigation? Which one would that be?
I think it's probably
Perception.
perception, right? Yeah. It's probably perception. Okay, let's see what we get here. Ooh, ooh. Okay, it's just a 10.
Okay. You see him be his typical confident self, or his facade of typical confident self. You do notice when he does his wave that he kind of, like, it's almost a shake when he does it, but you can't tell if it's him shaking or if it's just you are like, he's backlit or something. Like you think there might be something, but you're not really sure.
Gotcha.
Matthias and Lexxi, are you guys is there any chance he will make eye contact with you guys?
No, I try not to look at Mathias in class because he always wants the mooch off my papers.
Fair.
If he is looking at me, I will get the sense that like someone is looking at me, so I will like turn around.
Okay. He will do the same, just kind of like a, hey friend, how you doing type of wave.
I'm just gonna give him a deadpan look
Oh dear.
and then look away.
Okay. His smile will instantly go away. He is now a little nervous that he has made you very upset in some way. But class does continue. I know English. And you guys get through class and the bell will ring. So now it is time to go. How do you guys plan on not going to detention?
The front door.
100%. I am wanting to just mill out with the rest of the students and try to just sneak it out.
Okay.
Move with the herd.
With the
Yeah.
herd. That's right.
Are you doing anything special to try to like hide your face or like fit into the group a little bit?
That is a great question. I'm so glad you asked. Do I have anything that will let me do that?
Just take my jacket off so I'm not wearing a big bulky jacket.
Mm.
One's taking his jacket off. Okay.
Lexi isn't doing anything because there's nothing for her to try to. She already kind of stands out a little bit, so it would be very hard to like for her to mask it.
That's fair.
If I'm being honest.
That is probably fair. No, I think we're just gonna try to just, as the kids say, a raw dog it. We're just gonna straight out. We're just gonna go for it. Nothing special, just going for it. We're just gonna go for it. See what we can do.
Okay. Why don't you guys roll a... Let's go, Mathias, roll a deception, and Lexxi and...
Could I offer maybe just a luck roll?
You know what? I like
That we
that.
could just do a luck roll and say, hey, if and you can set the difficulty of the luck, and have one of us just roll a d20 or something, and then kind of do it that way, or
No.
I mean, however you want to do it, but do it like as a luck roll, maybe. I mean,
I like it. Let's do a luck roll. I'm gonna have,
since we're not really trying to do anything spectacular.
right. I'll have I have the number for each of you, so go ahead and I'll let you all do your own luck roll.
Oh, you don't want to do it as a group? You just want to?
Nah,
You want to let everybody?
somebody might get caught. You never know.
But if one gets caught, are we all going?
I wouldn't say that per se.
Okay. Leaving it up to all of us. All right. I'm gonna pick my favorite dice. So we all roll on d20 then.
Yep.
That's the answer. All right. Here we go, baby. Ooh. I only got a 9.
What'd you get, Kay?
I got a 12.
So Mathias, his jacket ruse seemed to work, and he just out. He's gone. Nobody catches him. Unfortunately, for you other two, Principal Myers was just walking the right way, and he saw both of you, and he said, turn it around and head back to Coach Wallace's room. So You guys go ahead and join Coach Wallace real fast in his room. Mathias, we're gonna do a little theater of the mind here. What would your end of day be? Or what do you want to do, I should say, is a better question.
I mean, parents aren't home yet, so father's still at the would it be a conclave? Would it be the church? I don't know.
Probably church would be fine. You can just go with that.
Mom's still at work. I'm going to walk down to the public library where I know my grandmother is currently, and I'm just going to go visit her.
Okay, cool. You do that successfully. Nothing really big happens. It is raining, so I would assume that you put your jacket back on after sneaking your way out. But no, you make it successfully, no problem. Nobody pays any mind.
I'm gonna work on the project while I'm in the library where I see the other two got caught. I'll be nice.
Back in detention, Principal Myers not only told you to turn it around, he is coming back in, and he is red hot. His hair, again, poofed right up like a freaking rooster. His shirt is all kinds of messed up. He is upset. And he comes in, and it's just the two of you and Coach Wallace in there. And he says, "What were you two up to?"
Leaving for the day, obviously.
Oh, obviously. Oh. You remember you had detention, didn't you?
No, guess it slipped my mind.
We've had so many, we just couldn't keep track of them all. I don't know.
Yeah.
Thought today was the day off.
Well, you know, it's really unfortunate you two keep trying to get on my nerves. You know that? Because one of these times, which is happening today, unfortunately for you guys, I'm giving your parents and your guardians a call. I'm not sure why you think it's okay to do what you're doing, but here we are. This is, hopefully mom, dad, aunt, uncle, whoever is around at home will give you a stern talking to and smarten you up. And
Man, you're really, really committed to being this annoying, aren't you?
He will
That's nice.
he will do exactly what I just did. He will do that little like laugh of shut your face, you're a child, and then he will walk out and head to his office. Do you guys do anything else while in detention? Because otherwise it's just a normal detention. Coach Wallace has you guys watching some highlight reels. Hey, get the dragon out of here.
No, Lexi doesn't do anything. If anything, she just offers Logan snacks. Peach rings? I have extras. Do you want some? Peach rings?
No.
All right, suit yourself.
We got
Get me out of here.
Battle of the Ages over there. Sorry.
ADM. Fun fact, I just learned you can turn off that feature for people to be able to put tokens on the map.
Well, don't ruin his fun. He's not harming anybody.
Do you know when I learned that fact?
Right now.
Directly after our session.
So we have normal detention. You guys, do your time, and it is time to go. What would be the way that you guys would go? Let's start with Lexxi. How would you leave the building? Like, would you get picked up? Would you walk? What would be your method?
Oh, I would just walk home.
Walk home. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Logan, what would you do?
I think Logan is walking, or I hadn't really thought about it. He might have a bicycle. Might have a bike parked out front.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say he's a little bit too far to walk or whatever. He has to be picked up by his aunt and uncle. So he's gonna be picked up because he lives on the far side of town or whatever, like a good distance away. So
The other side of the
I'm gonna
island.
say I'm gonna say he's being picked up, and that adds a little bit of tension to their relationship as he's stuck in detention again.
Yes, you are correct. Aunt and uncle are driving you home in basically silence because they are upset that they had to, again, pick you up from detention. The map will probably be semi-useless for basically from here on out. Cody. So we'll do a little theater of mind.
Did you just say that Jasmine was useless? I mean,
No.
I think that's. Okay.
No.
Hey man, the podcast that we started together, apparently I'm useless on now.
No.
I love E. It's fine, guys. It was nice being here.
Oh my word. So Mathias goes to the library. Does mom, dad pick you up after? How would you get home?
When trying to remember which grandparent works at the library. 1 second. On when jeez, girl, open up all the wrong things. When Matthias's mother comes back through town, she stops in to see her mother, which is my grandmother, and we go from there.
Okay.
And she picks me up. We go home together.
Perfect. Okay. You make it home, no problem. You don't get any more wet than you already were, and hopefully you've gotten a good chunk of your project done, so that when you come to school tomorrow, you can fill in the rest of the group.
I've got like 95% of it done.
Perfect. Lexxi, you just walk straight home. Okay. You don't stop in with Bree or anything?
No, I'm FaceTiming her the whole time.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I should have guessed that one, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
You walk home. Again, it's raining, so you get wet, but you make it home. No big issues. Mom, dad are there. Mom isn't there. Dad is there. And you kind of do your own thing for the rest of the night. Logan, on that very silent ride home, you have to pass a grocery store, and you drive through town. There's the left and the right stuff, all the crap. But you've passed this grocery store, the only one on the island, and out comes this person that you know. This person is tall. This person has bright, fiery red hair, and this person is carrying a paper bag that looks very heavy. Again, it's raining, so that paper bag is getting wet, and you only catch a little while of him, but he is walking down the road. I'm assuming you know who I'm talking. It's Milo. You see Milo, yes. Yeah. And he looks distraught. He looks upset. He looks like he has either gotten some really bad news or something happened. You're not really sure what, but he is carrying that bag, and then all of a sudden that bag rips and everything that he just bought is now on the ground. Obviously, unless you want to try, your aunt and uncle don't notice, and they just keep on driving. What would you do? Or what would Logan do?
I'd probably lean over and say, "Hey, there's a kid from my school walking."
That's great, Logan. I'm so glad that you recognize them. I'm surprised. Was he in detention too?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't in detention.
Well, maybe you should take some notes from this guy.
Hey, he just dropped all of his groceries all over the ground out there. Probably having a worse day than I am.
Hmm. Hmm. When you say probably having a worse day than I am, uh, would your aunt or uncle be driving?
Probably be my aunt
Your aunt,
or aunt, if you
aunt.
will.
Well, you're sorry, the Mainer in me. Um,
Mhm.
your
It's
aunt
okay.
will stop the car and turn to you and say, "Well, you know, at least since you had detention, why don't you go ahead and help him pick up his stuff, and that will be your good, your karma." And you'll hear the click of the door to unlock.
I just pull up my hood, I can't do it with my headphones on, but and I open the door and I walk up to Milo and I say, "Hey,
He'll,
you need some
he's
help?
feverishly trying to pick stuff up, and he'll look up and say, "Oh, hey, Logan."
What's going on?"
I just, I had to get some groceries for, the family and all that. It's, I just, it's wet. The bag ripped and everything fell. It happens.
Oh, he started picking a few things up and then sort of an awkward silence. I think a little tension kind of develops between them there. And then he's like, "You you want to ride?"
He's holding everything. Well, that'd be really cool. Like, your folks okay with that?
I, maybe we could ask.
Oh, sweet. That'd
But
be great.
so
They are definitely okay with giving Milo a ride. Um, and they will do the typical chatter. Milo's house, luckily, is right on the way.
mm.
Um, would you care too much about what the house looks like, or would you just kind of head down, look into the rain, play emo music in your ears?
um, I think I would try to ask a few questions, just make some small talk.
Sure.
Um, so it'd be like, what what were you shopping for?
I was just grabbing some groceries. The the parents they said they wanted me to pick some stuff up on the way home, and freaking weather.
Yeah, yeah. What kind of food do you like to eat?
Uh, I just it's easy stuff. Typical high school meals. You can obviously see he's got like instant mac and cheese and ramen and like that kind of stuff where it's very easy and very quick meals that he's carrying.
You gotta cook for yourself a lot.
I mean, I occasionally, yeah, it's people work, and I gotta do my own thing. But yeah, no, um, I wouldn't say I'm any good at it, but it's life. I'm sure you have to do it sometimes too.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Okay. Well, I hope your day gets a little better, and don't forget this. And he like picks like a soggy bowl of noodles, cup of noodles. It's got the top, the cardboard is now like soaked through a little bit, and he like precariously puts it on top of the bit of there, and then just like looks at him, waits for him to like open the door and get out of the car at his house.
He will do just that. He will open the door. He'll say thank you to your aunt and uncle, and say, Logan, it was really nice talking to you. I thank you very much for offering the ride and helping pick up my stuff. I'll see you around at school tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see you.
He'll get out and head into his house, and you guys will take this, I won't say as full of tension ride, but still got some tension ride to your house. So you make it home. Does anybody do anything special before bed?
No, nothing special. I've just been still FaceTiming Bree the entire time, talking about our days and other things. And she keeps yapping about Milo.
As one does, yes.
Yeah, as one does.
It just popped up. All right. Well,
Sorry, I have nothing. I have nothing. Yeah.
are you sure you don't want your skin to be like baby soft? That's funny.
No.
All right.
Sorry.
Does Mathias do anything special before he hits the hay?
No, he just makes sure that all his stuff is packed before going to bed.
Perfect. You all go to bed at your normal times, whatever that might be. You sleep for a couple hours, and then Lexxi, you get this like this dream, this thing about it, and you can't really place why it's happening or what's going on really. But in your dream, you have a hallway, and the hallway is like cement. It's wet. It's damp. That means basically the same thing, but it's cold, and you don't really see much. You can kind of see, a little bit in front of you, a little bit behind you, but you know it's a hallway. What would you do? What would Lexxi do?
I would start cautiously kind of walking down the hallway, but my guard is up, kind of looking around to see if there's anybody around or if there is anything indicating a way out.
Would you be trying to be quiet, or would you be like hollering out to, hey, help me out?
No, I would be quiet.
Okay. You don't really hear much. You kind of walk a little bit, and then all of a sudden you hear what sounds like your father, and he's saying something, but you can't quite make it out. What do you do?
I start running towards where I hear the sound.
Okay. And this hallway is just it's a straight shot. You don't really see any doors or anything like that you think potentially could be an exit, but you're now running down this hallway in the darkness, and then all of a sudden you come basically face to face, but you don't touch. You come face to face with your dad. And your dad is sitting there, and he's like looking down, and he looks a little scared, and he's kind of just muttering to himself, and you can't quite make it out. What might you do?
I'm gonna try to see if there is a way to like get to him. So if there's like would you say like there's like an invisible like
Nope.
barrier?
He's
of
just
sorts?
standing there.
No,
You're in the same. You're both
he's just
like.
standing there.
Yep. You're like nose to nose, basically.
Oh, I'm just gonna try to like snap him out of it because I've never really seen like my dad like this. But like, Dad, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? Like, where's where's mom? To see if I can get any response out of him.
He just keeps muttering. Again, you can't really make it out. If you'd like to roll a probably another perception, I believe. Let's go perception on that one. No? Was that Jasmine saying no? Yeah, you're Jasmine, yes. Did you say no when I said perception, or were you just kind of looking around?
No, I was turning my head of like, what would the other option be?
I was thinking like potentially like insight, but
Mm-mm.
okay.
Mm-mm.
Perception,
Assuming
go
it would
ahead.
be perception.
19.
19.
Mhm.
You make out a couple words. You hear him mutter, and you hear him say, forever. You hear him say, without, and you hear him say, you. And then, as if the dream realizes that, he disappears and is gone. And you're back in this hallway that is just a straight shot, dark, cold, damp. What would you do? You're still in this dream.
I would now shout for my dad and start kind of frantically looking around to see if I can find him. And then, as I'm also trying to make my way down the hall, not running just in case if I miss him, but still kind of looking around.
You don't hear or see anything of your dad, but then all of a sudden, just like the first time, it's almost like they just appear out of nowhere. There's Bree, and Bree is looking you straight in the eyes, and Bree is again muttering to herself, and not really like it's not there. She's like John Cena right now. You can't really see her, but something's not right, and she is just muttering to herself, muttering to herself, muttering to herself.
I'm gonna take my hands on her shoulders and kind of try to shake her and be like, Bree, stop being weird. Like, I don't know what's going on, but we have to get out of here.
She won't. She'll just keep muttering. If you would like to roll perception, you can try to see what she is muttering.
Ooh, not as great. 14.
This time you don't really hear anything. You hear the same words without whatever I told you, because I've already forgot the words that I told you. But you hear those words again, and then as if the dream knew again, she's just gone without a trace, and you're alone again. Back to you.
Oh, I do the same thing and I'm gonna yell out into the hallway like, okay, this is not funny anymore. You guys are trying to scare me, but it's not gonna work. As I again start making my way down the hallway.
You go down the hallway, nothing big happens, and you start hearing some more mutters. This time it sounds familiar, but like only a little bit. Like you haven't seen this person for a while, but you can't like you know that voice, and the muttering happens and happens and happens, and then as you continue to walk down the hallway, the muttering from that voice stops, and then it's dead silent again. If you'd like to roll perception, you can see if you caught anything from that muttering.
All of this muttering. I got a 16 that time.
Again, only the same words. You can't really hear anything else. It's just they're talking too quick. You're a little anxious. You don't really know what's going on. And then all of a sudden you hear footsteps. Pop, 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 coming from down the hallway. And you're like, what in the world? I would assume you're like, what in the world? I guess you can tell me what you're like, but...
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you see your mother. And she is like dead sprinting down this hallway at you. And almost like she's not looking up. She is like Terminator sprinting down this hallway. and she gets
That's
to
terrifying.
about a foot from you and then slams the brakes. She doesn't hit you. She somehow stops perfectly and is nose to nose with you with a stare that is like 1,000-yard stare. She doesn't see you or know or recognize or anything. But again, muttering.
When she runs at me and stops, I kind of like jump back a bit and laugh nervously. Like, I knew you were in track, mom, but you don't really have to show off your skills like that. That's kind of scary. And then when I notice that she has that kind of same stare, and I'm like, mom, are, are you okay? And I'm gonna try to get like close enough so I can hear what she is saying. Um, do you want me to roll again?
Yes, I do.
Better be a better one. 17.
17. With a 17, you hear everything that your mother is muttering. The whole thing. You got close enough, and she is staring and saying it loud enough for you to hear. What you hear is your mother say, "You will forever be alone. Without us, without your friends, without your family, you will forever be alone." And when she finishes saying alone for the last time, she disappears. What do you do?
Well, I'm just gonna stand there and in shock, kind of taking all of this in. And then after a moment, I'm gonna take a look around me and notice that I am alone in this hallway. And my I'm gonna hug myself as I go back against the wall and kind of looking around. And then I'm gonna slide down and kind of just curl up into a ball.
Would you have looked behind you when you went back to the wall?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Behind you, as you curl into your ball and slide down the wall, you see what looks like a light. You can't really tell. You're kind of worried that maybe it's your brain playing tricks on you, but you feel like there's a light there.
When I notice the light, like I'll stand up again, but I will back away from the light.
Back away from the light. Okay. The light gets bigger, as if something is coming towards you.
And I'm gonna turn the other direction and I'm gonna run.
Okay. As you're running, you hear the footsteps still sound like they're right behind you. The light hasn't gotten closer, but it definitely sounds like there's something behind you. And then after a couple of feet, yards, it stops. You don't hear footsteps. You don't see a light. Well, actually, do you check behind you?
Yeah,
You
I'm gonna
don't
be
see a
that
light.
girl.
Fun fact.
I'm gonna check behind me.
So you look behind you. You don't see the light, and when you turn back around, you see a light,
Eurydice.
and it's
No.
right in front of you. And this light slowly lowers down, and you can only make out a couple of features of this person, but you see a pale face, you see what looks like a tall person, and you see bright orange curly hair. And all you hear from a voice that you recognize for sure, Jasmine, from a voice that you recognize for sure is, "Lexxi, you will never be alone when you have me around." And then you wake up. And then we jump over to Logan. And, to Mathias. That is my bad. Mathias, you go to sleep and you have this dream. Yet you're out in the middle of the ocean. You are fishing. You're catching the biggest sharks around. You are having a grand old time. And then you're not. And it's not just a sinking feeling, but your boat's actually sinking. You start like panicking. You're worried that something's gonna happen, that you don't really know how it started, but your boat is actively sinking. What do you do?
Fuck you. What do you do anyways on a sinking? I look for a life raft.
You look for a
That's
life
what I
raft.
do.
Okay, go ahead and do a investigation.
Um,
You don't see one. You got a 17 or 18, right? That's what it said.
yes,
Um,
18.
You don't see one. And now that sinking gut feeling is getting stronger, and so you feel the boat start to actually start going. Like you're starting to see the water rise now on your boat. What do you do?
Do I must know it's a dream because I mean Mathias doesn't go on the water.
I mean, you did fall asleep. It depends on. I guess for me, when I have a nightmare, like I don't know it's a nightmare until I wake back up.
True. Um, I'm gonna look for any way to signal rescue.
You blow up inflatable tube man and hope that he gets the attention of somebody. What kind of way would you seek it? Would you shoot a flare gun? Would you try to go to the radio?
Uh,
How would you do that?
I'd go to the radio, but as I'm going to the radio, also look for a flare gun.
Okay. Go ahead and do another investigation for the flare gun.
Mm,
You do find a flare gun. And then go ahead and do a. I'm gonna have you do a survival for the radio.
mm, 13.
15. Uh, as you frantically try to get to this radio, you grab the flare gun and you're frantically trying to mess with the radio. Unfortunately, the water has already gotten to the radio and it is not working.
God, I hate this so much. I'm gonna shoot the flare gun before, it gets any wetter.
Mhm.
And I'm going to look for just anything else I could potentially float on instead of just being stuck in the water.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll another investigation to see around. With a 15, like in the Titanic, you see a piece of your boat just floating, and you can go ahead and try to hop on if you would like. Your boat is still not fully sunk, but it is dang close. You're almost looking like Captain Jack Sparrow coming into port.
I'm gonna pull a classic Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm just gonna step onto the piece that's floating.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics.
God, I rolled really bad.
You do step on it, and then I don't know if anybody's ever been what is that called? When you're standing on the board and you have is it paddleboarding? That's what it's called,
Yep.
I think. If you ever been paddleboarding and you start losing your balance in paddleboard, the board doesn't stay where you think it's gonna stay. It goes flying. And that's exactly what happens to you, Mathias. You step on, and as soon as you step on, the thing goes, and you are now splash in the water. But you have a feeling somebody or something is around.
What do I do? That's a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm just going to like. Do I see the land? Am I in the middle of the ocean?
You are in the middle of the ocean. You went out far because you wanted some big fish.
Okay, so I'm going to just try to float and preserve energy because I did shoot the flare off.
hmm
Did the flare have any extra ammo with it?
You didn't see any because
I-
you were like hustling to catch up or catch to
Yeah.
the boat or catch to the radio. You float for a little while, and then you hear a noise, and then you float some more, and then you hear another noise, and these noises are like not just like water splacking. Like it's like something's. I know splacking was a weird word. I apologize. It's like it's like something's going through the water, like swimming through it with some pace. You don't.
One might say splashing.
I like splacking.
Splishing,
Um,
blacking.
and yeah, so you float, you hear that sound, and then the sound goes away, and you float some more. Do you do anything else to try to like do anything?
I mean, what else can you do with no equipment in the middle of the ocean with a sunken boat? I'm just going to try to survive.
Fair, that's fair. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Perception. Oh, that's not a good one either.
Just good enough, I'll tell you that much. You don't hear anything. You're floating there. You're looking around. I say you don't hear any. You hear the thing cutting through the water. You feel a presence, and you kind of like look with your peripherals to see if there's anything or anybody that you can kind of get. Maybe the flare triggered something, and you look left and you see just nothing, and you look right and you see a light, and this light looks like it's getting closer.
Um, Swim towards the light is what I would do.
Okay. You swim towards the light. You get there, getting closer, getting closer, getting closer. You recognize that this light is a boat, and you're like, "Thank goodness, this light is a boat. Oh my goodness, I am saved." This boat pulls up next to you, and you see a hand reach out. And what do you do?
I'll take the hand.
The hand pulls you up, and as he pulls you up, as they pull you up, you see bright curly orange hair. And then you wake up. And then Logan, it is your dream now. You went to sleep. You didn't do a whole lot in that morning or that night before, and when you open your eyes again, you're in a room. And this room is like a cement room, and you don't see much. You recognize that it's dark. You recognize it's damp, and you look around, and you see one door. What would Logan do?
Logan is always looking for a way out. He's looking for an exit. And I would be searching and looking along the walls for a door or a window or some way to get out.
You find that door. You see that door. That's the only thing that you can find.
I'm trying to open that door and get out.
Okay, so you turn the handle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it opens with no problem. Do you go through it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm out.
You take a couple steps in, door slams behind you, and it looks like you're in the same room. But the difference is this time, something feels off. But again, there's a door. You can see the door. It's right in front of you.
I turn around.
That door has disappeared.
It's not behind me.
Mm-mm.
I'm opening the door in front of me,
You
and I'm going through it.
okay? The door behind you slams, and again, the room looks exactly the same. Just this time, you're recognizing something. It looks like the ceiling is getting lower. Like you can reach up and hit the ceiling now. But there's a door right in front of you.
My heart rate starts to increase. I get a little more panicked. I notice that I have a hard time looking. I try to grab the door, and my hand kind of slips off of it this time, and I reach and I turn that door, and I throw open the door, and this time I try to keep the door open with my hand, and don't go all the way in. I try to keep both rooms in my sight, uh, and I take a step, like into the room, and kind of just trying to be more careful about. I don't want to get stuck in this room again.
Go ahead and do a strength.
Roll strength check.
Yeah.
Okay. What is my strength? Not anything good. 15.
15. You try your best. You push real hard on that door, but the door just was too strong and it closes. It pushes you in. You're now in another room. It looks exactly the same. Ceiling is now a little closer. You can't really reach your hands above your head. And now you're noticing the walls have gotten tighter, but there's still that door.
So I think at this point, then Logan straight up just sits down, sort of curls up, knees into his chest, and just starts like heaving breaths, and like uncontrollable, like just panicking. I'm still kind of looking around, and then I just can't. I can't look around anymore, and I just tuck my head into my knees, and I'm breathing heavy, and I'm just paralyzed, and just with fear, just can't go anywhere. I can't open another door. I can't have things get any worse. This is fine.
As you are knees to chest, head down, tucked away, trying to hide from the world currently because the world is getting smaller, you hear a very faint voice that says, "Logan, stand up."
I look up. Do I recognize the voice?
You would recognize this voice.
I shake it off in my no. I can't. And I put my head back down.
You hear the voice again say, "Logan, look." Still very faint.
And I look up one more time.
In front of you,
Okay.
when you look up, is this think like a fairy, but it's not a fairy. It's just a light. It's just a floating light, but it's very small and moves very quickly.
Is it close to me? Is it far away?
I mean, the room's pretty small, so it's relatively close. It's not like you could not reach out and grab it yet, but you are close.
I try to stand up and go towards it.
It goes underneath the door and into the next room.
I open the door and try to go through it.
Do you do anything with the door behind you?
No, I'm just following this light.
Okay. Door slams. Room again, very tight. This time, instead of the wall or the ceiling dropping, now the walls are shoulder to you. Your shoulders are touching the walls. You can still stand normally, but your shoulders are touching the walls. Your head is basically rubbing on the ceiling, but that light is still there.
I'm looking for the light. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to reach out. I'm trying to touch it. I'm trying to get it.
Eventually, the light will go to what you would guess is another door that leads to another room, just based off of what you know.
I think I would call out and say, I can't go any further. I can't go any further.
The voice
Come back.
The voice will, sounding a little bit closer, the voice will say, just one more. You can do one more. You can recognize this voice as male.
I reach out for the next door. And I open it. Does it open in?
It
Like,
opens
do
out,
push?
like to you.
So I have to pull it.
Yeah.
I pull it in towards me, and I look for the light.
The light is in there.
And I force myself into the next room.
This room is tight. You are now, like, you have to stand sideways. Your hands have to be down. Your head is touching the ceiling. Like, you are in the tightest space that you could imagine. The door then slams shut, and that light disappears.
I can feel the blood in my veins. I can feel the tension in my body, all, and that my breathing is just fast and rapid and ragged, and there's sweat on my brow. Just, my hands are cold, and I'm looking around searching for this light, trying to find it, and I can't find it.
The voice speaks again and says, I'm here, Logan. I'm here. And before you can even really do much, you feel a hand reach down and kind of touch your shoulder, like just getting your attention. Do you look up?
And I sort of turn, to go towards that. There's not much room to move around, but, you understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Jolted by that, I would turn to look towards the touch.
When you look at it, you see a typical pale person hand, a Maynard hand, maybe some calluses on there. You see a pale arm, but it's muscular. You see a lot of freckles on the arm. Do you follow the arm up, or do you just kind of like stop there and you're like, oh, okay?
No, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
You follow the arm up, and just as far as you can crank your neck, because you can't really go much farther, you see one lock of bright orange hair dangling down. And then you wake up. And all of you guys wake up around the same time. And it's an odd thing because that's not typical. But you all, around 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up. And then all of your phones start freaking out. They're buzzing, they're beeping, they're alarm sounds. You're like, what's going on? It's too early. It's not time to get out of bed. And then the beeping stops, the buzzing stops, the alarms stop. And through your phones, you hear a voice that you can't really make out. You only know it from like typical movies, of action movies of some sort of entity. And it says, this timeline is falling apart. You sheep that think the worst thing that happens in your world is the price on your groceries, but I assure you that that is minuscule compared to what will happen. Your timeline will end, and you will cease to exist, all because your mistakes in the past have finally caught up to you. And that is where we will end session. So anyways, thanks everybody for
Ooh.
watching.
Oh.
If you've enjoyed, I've really enjoyed this session. This was a fun one for me. If you guys have enjoyed watching, don't forget to subscribe and like and send to people to get us more viewers, because it helps us and it makes us really feel good. Jasmine and I really feel good about ourselves. We would do this anyways, but it's just nice to have that validation, you know? Otherwise, appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for playing. Thank you, Jasmine, for being the map. Don't forget to go get your merch at the Sucker King 1-9, and we will see you. Well, you'll see Jasmine in the next D&D Over the Horizon in 2 weeks. Peace out.